What's going on, people? How are we doing? So today's video is going to be about how you can lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, also known as a recomposition phase. Now you're going to have to excuse this mess on my head, going for a trim later on I'm hoping, but for now you're going to have to deal with me looking homeless. So how can you lose body fat and gain muscle at the same time? Now the first thing you need to consider is, are you in a position to do this? Now most of us will be, because if you're from the UK, we've just been in lockdown, so you probably haven't had access to a gym, or at least a proper gym anyway. The first situation when you can gain muscle and lose fat at the same time is if you're a newbie. So if you're a newbie, you can do both of these things at the same time pretty easily without really absolutely nailing your nutrition and training. Just the stimulus, the novel stimulus from training is going to be enough. So the second one is going to be if you're using performance enhancing drugs, such as anabolic steroids, SARMs, anything like that, tren. And the third situation is, like I said, if you are detrained, like ourselves, if you're from the UK that is. The first important thing for a recomposition phase is to adjust your calories. So your calories are set at maintenance, or slightly below or slightly above. So if you're at maintenance and say you've got not much muscle mass and quite a lot of body fat, I'd maybe drop them slightly below maintenance, maybe 100 to 200. If you are fairly lean and just want to recomp, then I'd put them slightly above, so 100 to 200 above your maintenance. Now for me, my maintenance before lockdown was probably around 3,200. Now I reckon it's probably about 3,000, because I've probably lost a little bit of muscle, and me total daily energy expenditure probably will have reduced because I've been doing less during lockdown, just sat in my bed watching Netflix all day for the first couple of weeks. Now gyms are open, I'm going to be running my own recomposition phase, so just lose a bit of this tub down here before I transition into a bulk. So this year training's been very disrupted. We had, how long was it, 4 or 5 months off from the gym, training in my back garden. Not ideal, mate, not ideal at all. And then we had the 2-3 months, I think it was, before lockdown 2.0. So this year's been very disrupted training for me, so it's been hard for me to bulk. I've actually gone from, in February I was 90 kilos, I'm now at the moment 83. So quite a lot of weight I've lost this year, so I'm looking forward to having a long bulk where I can get my weight back up to where it was previously, and hopefully at a better body composition with more muscle and a lot more strength. Going to head to the gym now. Got my second session yesterday. The gym's open for the first time. Did actually try and record this video yesterday, but it was an absolute complete disaster. I was meant to go for a trim yesterday and a sunbed, so I was going to take you along with me. Got to the barbers. There was a slight mix-up. Then got to the sunbed shop. Turns out the company who runs the sunbed shop have gone bust. I'll take you with me into the gym, show you an absolutely filthy leg session with the Nos dog.
Hear a word you're saying. What? Yeah, you will.
Can we just take a second, please, to appreciate the fade? It's beautiful from Dudley himself. Beautiful fade. I'm absolutely battered. Did legs earlier. Martin Ford was in the gym. Embarrassed myself. No, I didn't embarrass myself. Legs didn't go as planned. I was knackered from yesterday's upper session. My sleep recently has been dreadful, so legs wasn't great, and I did take it a bit too far with the pre. I've got the Naughty Boy Halloween edition, which is very strong, and one serving is actually 2 scoops. I've been single scooping it for all my other sessions in the shed. decided today, oh, I'll go for the double scoop, you know. I'll take it to that next level, leg session. Should be alright. Heart's racing throughout the whole session. Couldn't bring my heart rate down. Cut the session quite a bit short. And that leads me onto my next point perfectly. So my second point for losing body fat and gaining muscle is your training intensity. So your training is going to be the driving force for your body recompositioning. So if you are giving your body a reason to grow muscle, to lose fat, that's exactly what it'll do. I do apologise about that. My battery decided it was going to run out on me midway through talking. So what I was saying was your training is the driving force behind your body recomposition goals. So if you're looking to lose fat, gain muscle, your training is the main thing that's going to drive that. So if you're giving your body a strong hypertrophic signal, you're demanding that your body changes, it grows new muscle, then it's going to change. Now, that leads me perfectly onto my next point. So your nutrition is also important. If you're fueling your body with absolute shit, you're eating McDonald's, KFC. Now don't get me wrong, those things are good in moderation. Not good. Yeah, they're good. Good in moderation. Everyone loves a Mackies, don't they? If you are fueling your body correctly, your nutrition is what unlocks your best performance in the gym and also unlocks your best recovery and growth of muscle mass. So your nutrition needs to go hand in hand with your training. Both of these need to be optimised to the best that you can do them currently, because optimal for everyone is different. Optimal for Chris Bumstead is going to be completely different than optimal for Chris from down the street who likes going to the gym but works a full-time job. You know, optimal is going to be different for everyone. Chris from down the street just wants to lose a few pounds. Chris Bumstead is going to be looking to win the Olympia in a couple of weeks. Now, a big role in your nutrition is not just the quality of your nutrition. So when people say, oh, your nutrition needs to be better, they automatically think, oh, I need to eat loads of fruit and veg. Now, not necessarily. Yes, fruit and veg will provide you the macronutrition. However, carbohydrates are essential for performance in the gym. Carbohydrates are your best friend if you want to perform well in the gym. So you need to ensure that you're timing those carbohydrates mainly around your workout. So you need pre and post workout carbs. You want the largest proportion of your carbs post workout, and you want quite a big proportion of your carbs pre-workout, and then intra-workout you also want some carbs potentially if you can afford it. If you're a student, you don't necessarily need intra-workout carbs. I like to use intra-workout carbs. I used my highly branched cyclic dextrin. I have 30 grams on a normal training day. Legs, I like to increase it to 50 grams just for a bit more energy. It's more demanding a leg session is. As well as your nutrient timing for carbohydrates, you also need to consider your nutrient timing for protein. Now, this is the same as whether in your bulk, whether you're in a cut, any phase. If you've got physique related goals, you want to grow muscle, you want to retain muscle, your protein needs to be spaced out evenly throughout the day. Another thing you can optimise for your nutrition is your fat intake. Now, not necessarily the amount of fat you're eating per day, but the timing of when you eat that fat. So pre-workout, you don't want a very fatty meal that's gonna digest awfully. It's gonna sit in your stomach during the session and give you digestive issues. Post-workout, you want to minimise fat completely. If you can, cut it out completely. You don't want any fat post-workout if possible, just trace fats. So post-workout, I like to have Cocoa Pops, whey and milk. Now this digests extremely quickly. You get the protein from the whey, obviously. You get Cocoa Pops, which is just simple carbohydrate, digests very easily, sits well on your stomach, and that's got minimal fat in, no fat. The worst thing you could probably eat post-workout would be eggs. Eggs are high in protein but also high in fat. That's going to slow down digestion for you and going to potentially give you digestive issues if you're eating that post-workout. Now, this is not to say that eggs are the devil. You can still eat eggs post-workout. If you love eating eggs specifically post-workout, that's absolutely fine. It's just not optimal. We're looking for optimal here. If you don't want to follow completely optimal, that's up to you. Optimal for everyone is completely different. Just to recap all that for you, you need to set your calories at maintenance, you need to train at a high intensity, you need to give your body a reason to grow, and the final one is your nutrient timing. Minimise fats post-workout, base the large majority of your carbohydrates around the pre, post and intra workout meals and spread your protein across the day evenly. And that's going to be all for this video, people. Subscribe, there are plenty more videos coming. Like the video for me, that'd be great, and I'll see you later.